Okay, partial products. So in the last video clip, we broke apart 48 and 62 using expanded form. So you're going to do the exact same thing here. 48 broken up would be 40 plus 8 in expanded form. 62 broken up would be 60 plus 2. Notice I kept each number above or next to its own box. Please, please, please don't cram it to where it's all here or all here. Each one needs its own box. Okay, so first focus, how am I going to do this? First focus I want you to look at is just this, the 40 times 60. When you do 40 times 60, you get 2,400. Okay, then I want you to just focus on this one. Okay, this is 8 and this is 60. Sometimes I tell students write it over here too, so that helps you see. So this is 60 and this is the 8. So you're going to do 8 times 60, which equals 480. Then just focus on this one. So this is 2 and then this is 40. So like I tell students, you can put it over here. So 2 times 40 equals 80. Then focus on the very last box. So try to ignore these. So this box here, this box is 2 and it's in the 8 column. So 2 times 8 equals 16. So now these are your partial products. Partial means like a piece of it. Product is an answer to a multiplication problem. So this is the product of 40 times 60. This is the product of 8 times 60. This is the product of 40 times 2. This is the product of 8 times 2. So these are your partial products. Then you add up your partial products. And if you remember, this is what I did in the last video. Like these were the exact same numbers that I got through distributive property. That one is just a different way to do it. This is a different way to do it. Some of you that are more like visual and you've got to see it organized, this is probably the way you want to do it. Some of you get it, you just want to do it, and you like the FOIL method. That might work for you too. So then I get 2,976 as my answer. Okay, so let's look at 34 times 25. So in partial products, you are breaking apart the 34 in expanded form. So 34 would be 30 plus 4. 25 would be 20 plus 5. Now what I tell students when they're first learning this is whatever's over here, go ahead and put it over here. Whatever's up here, go ahead and put it down here. That will help with the multiplication process because sometimes students, when they get to each box, they don't know what are you supposed to multiply exactly. So let's just focus on this box here. It's in the 30 and the 20 column and row. So you would do 20 times 30. That equals 600. Let's look at this one. This is 30 and 5. So 30 times 5 is 150. Look at this box. It's in column 4 and row 20. So 4 times 20 equals 80. And then here, 5 times 4 is 20. So these are your partial products. So then now on the side, you add them up. So 600 plus 80 plus 150 plus 20. So 850 is your answer. Now I'm going to show you how to do this using distributive property method. Both will give you the same answer and both are very, very similar as far as like you're breaking the number apart. I think some scholars prefer it this way, some scholars prefer it the other way. So here is the exact same problem using distributive property. So 34 times 25. So 34 broken up in expanded form is 30 plus 4. 25 broken up in expanded form is 20 plus 5. So now using the FOIL method, first, outside, inside, last. You're going to multiply them with each other. So first is these numbers. Outside is this one and this one. Okay. Inside, oh wait, let me write 30 times 5. Inside is this one and this one. And last is this one and this one. Sorry, I forgot to put dots from the other ones. So notice each number was used twice. 30, 30, 4 and 4, 20 and 20, 5 and 5. So you got to really keep track and make sure you're using each one twice and doing first, outside, inside, last. So 30 times 20 is 600, 30 times 5 is 150, 4 times 20 is 80, 4 times 5 is 20. When you add it up, you get 850. And if you notice, this is what we did with partial products, 680, 150, 20. And when I do distributive property, 600, 150, 80, 20. I got the exact same numbers and the same answer. So these both are very, very similar. One involves box, one involves parentheses. Okay, let's look at 87 times 63. Break up 87 in expanded form, 80 plus 7. Now I do want to clarify that you can put it here too. It doesn't matter. So 80 times 7, 80 plus 7, and then 60 plus 3. And then as always, I always recommend when you're first learning how to do this, put it all over around, so that'll help. So this one is 60 times 80. This one is 3 times 80. This one is 7 times 60. And this one is 7 times 3. So 4,800, 420, 240, and 21. So all my partial products, 4,800, 420, 240, and 21. $5,481. So now let's use it using distributive property method. So it was 87 times 63. So 87 broken up is 80 plus 7. 63 broken up is 60 plus 3. Using the FOIL method, okay, I would put dots each time you use it. So in the end, if you see 2 dots above each number, you know you did it correctly. So first is 80 and 60 because they are the first in the parentheses. Outside is 80 and 3. Inside is 7 and 60. And last is 7 and 3 because they're the last in the parentheses. So doing that, if you notice there's 2 dots above every number, which means I did everything correctly. I used all my numbers. So 4,800, 240, 420, 21. Notice these numbers are exactly what I got from using the box. So I know I did this correctly. One thing I do want to clarify is that I know I told you you can put 87 over here and 63 over here. You will get different answers here. And so then that won't match up with this, but don't be alarmed. As long as your answer is the same, then you know you did it correctly. So what I usually do is whatever is the first number in the multiplication problem, I put that on top. Just, you know, that's just out of habit. So, but if you do it the other way, you're fine also. Okay, so we're going to do this next one really, really slow. I want you to do these problems with me. Right now, I want you to press pause and just break apart 75 and 34 and put them where they belong. And then I will do that, and then I will tell you what to do next, and we'll just go slowly through each one. So go ahead and press pause and press play when you're ready. Okay, so 75 should be broken up into 70 and 5. 34 is broken up into 30 plus 4. And as always, You can go ahead and put all these to help you. All right, next step, what I want you to do is do the multiplication. So I'm going to do the first one for you. So this is closest to 30 and 70. It's near the 30 and the 70. So you would write 30 times 70. And a fast way to multiply is do 3 times 7, which is 21. And then there are 2 zeros, so then you put that over there. So go ahead and do the other 3. Press pause and then press play when you're ready to check. Okay, so we have here 5 times 30. Which is 150. We have here 4 times 70, which is 280. Then we have here 4 times 5, which is 20. Next step, what I want you to do is take all the partial products, the answers, and line them up. Okay, so when you line it up, you get 2100, 150, 280, and 20. So I get 2,550 as my answer. Let's do 75 times 34 using distributive property method. First step, I want you to break apart these two and put them in the parentheses. Press pause and press play when you're ready. Okay, 75 broken up is 70 plus 5. 34 broken up is 30 plus 4. Okay, next step I want you to do is just multiply the first numbers in the parentheses. Okay, this is the first numbers in the parentheses. The first number is 70 and 30. Okay, now I want you to do the outside numbers from just looking at this whole thing. What would be considered like on the outside? So the outside numbers would be 70 and 4. Next, do the inside numbers. Okay, my inside numbers would be 5 and 30. And last, you're going to do the last numbers in each parentheses. So in this situation, it would be 5 and 4. And notice I have 2 dots above all my numbers, which means I used them all correctly. So this is 2100, 280, 150, and 20. And if you notice, that's exactly what we got on the partial products box method. So this is how you know you did it correctly. Okay, I want you to do 24 times 56. I want you to go through the entire process of breaking it apart, doing the partial products, and adding them. And then I will go over it with you. Press pause and press play when you're ready to check. Okay, so 24 times 56, 20 plus 4, 50 plus 6. Okay, so this is 50 times 20. That equals 1,000. This is 4 times 50. Whoops. So that's 200. This is 6 times 20. So that's 120. This is 6 times 4, which is 24. So this would be 1,000 plus 200 plus 120 plus 24. So 1,344. Now I want you to do 24 times 56 using the distributive property FOIL method. Press pause and press play when you're ready. So we have 20 plus 4 and 50 plus 6. Okay, first is 20 and 50. Outside is 20 and 6. Inside is 4 and 50. And last is 4 and 6. So I am noticing I am getting numbers very similar. In fact, just right that I got from the other one. So I hope you have a better understanding of partial products. You can always go back and refresh and watch the video again.